All right, so this is exactly how you scale an OnlyFans management agency in 2025. So let me show you guys something, right? So let me play this little clip. This right here is Frederick. Now, Frederick got flown out to Dubai. He came to come see me for one entire week, and he was already doing $34,000 a month. Last month, he done $34,000 with his agency. He spent 1 week with me. He invested over 5 figures on exactly learning how we do what we do. This is a quick little update on how the last week has gone. Let me just play this for you guys.
39K.
You see it?
39K last week.
9K. Yeah, we did a 20. Last week we did 26K. So that's a runway of over 100K, which is fucking insane.
Anyway, so not to take any credit away from Frederick and Joachim, his business partner, but there is something that you probably don't know. So if you are running an OnlyFans management agency and you are struggling with any of these things that I'm about to say. So first of all, maybe client acquisition, right? You're sending out a bunch of messages, but you're either not getting responses, or when you do get a response, they don't actually jump on a call with you, okay? That's the first thing. The second thing, when you do actually finally sign a client, maybe they leave very quickly. Maybe they leave within a couple of weeks or a month or two. Or you do sign a client, you onboard them, and then they don't create content, and you think, oh, how can I just get the good clients? And then even if everything goes to plan, typically people struggle with both marketing or chatting, okay? And you're thinking, well, I'm doing all this work, but it's just not working. Something is not clicking. Something is missing. And that's exactly where Frederick and Joachim were. Well, to an extent, they actually thought that they were doing pretty well and they didn't necessarily need any help. They were already in my private licensing program of FameU, and we had helped them go from kind of 5K to 34K. But I was like, guys, if you guys are doing 34K right now, I'm pretty sure I can help you get to 100K. And look at this. What I just showed you guys earlier is in 1 week with helping them in real life, putting the right systems in place, readjusting a few things, and I'm gonna tell you exactly kind of certain things that we worked on. They're now from $34,000 a month to $100,000 a month, which is fucking insane. Now, what did we do? So, first of all, there's going to be a vlog coming out fairly soon here with Frederick and Joachim when they flew to Dubai and all that. There's going to be an entire vlog. We got a Lambo for the day, we went to some beach clubs, and most importantly, we obviously helped them scale their agency. However, what did we actually go over? So that's what I wanted to talk about in a short little video, right? So let's go through kind of all of them, okay? So there was about, I think, 5 pillars. So first of all, it was client acquisition, right? So they were getting a bunch of messages done. However, it was very inconsistent, right? It wasn't every single day. And even then, when they were sending out messages, they were getting replies, but they weren't actually following up with the girls. So there was just no organization, and also they did not have somebody hired specifically to do the outreach for them. So that was one of the things that we helped them with. Then the onboarding, that was probably one of the biggest issues that we faced, they faced with their agency, is they would sign these clients. This motherfucker with the motorbike needs to relax. So they were signing these clients, but the issue that they were having is the clients weren't necessarily making the content on time. Some of them weren't even paying on time, which was insane to me. Communication wasn't there, and issue after problem after problem after problem. And all of that will be fixed now with the onboarding process that I just went over with the guys, okay? The next thing was actually marketing itself. So marketing, they actually done a fairly good job, but there were certain things missing. So one of the big ones is content. The girls just simply were not creating reels and weren't creating enough content for the actual reels themselves. So that was one of the biggest issues. And that also was kind of organization and blah, blah. At least for us, we do it kind of 1 week in advance. We organize all the content a week in advance. So that was one thing that we helped them with. And then when it came, this is probably the biggest difference that we made, was within the actual chatting. So they have exactly what we do, which is a Discord for their chatters, and they do all the messages on there and they organize everything, etc. However, the way they were doing the chatting, the way they were making the sales was not the greatest, to put it bluntly. So we simply stripped back everything. We realized, okay, guys, think about it. What is the basic level of needs and wants from these fans? What do they want? Strip it back to the basics. and then sell them what they want, right? And that's kind of what we went over. And literally they went from about 1.2, 1.1K a day to 4,000, 4.5,000 and so on a day. So look, guys, these guys are absolutely smashing it. And again, I'm not taking all credit away from them. They actually are very, very hardworking. They're very smart, intelligent guys. But you know, it's no coincidence that they went from 30,000 to 100,000 a month after spending 1 week with me. Now, you don't necessarily have to fly out and meet me in real life, etc. You know, I do online coaching as well. There are certain things that I know that probably you don't know, and I can help you with that. Whether you're just starting out or you wanted to scale your agency, you should check out the links down below or message me on Instagram @Marcus Hustle, and I'm sure we can help you.